Hi, this is Kacy Paide of theinspiredoffice.com, and I want to share with you a question that I'm asked all the time. I'm asked this question to people who meet me for the first time and find out that I'm an office organizer. People ask me over the phone when we're talking about working together. I'm asked this question at networking events, and that is, do you do electronic filing? And by that, what they mean is, will you scan everything? What are your thoughts on scanning all of the paper? And I'll get to the answer in a second, but a good friend of mine said to me once, Kacy, I don't understand how you stay in business, because shouldn't everybody just scan everything? I just don't understand why people have hard copies anymore. And I said to him, you would be surprised. Not everybody is like you, and not everybody can file information in their head, which you have to do to some extent once you start storing your documents online. So, when I'm on the phone with a prospective client and they say, will you help me file electronically? Will you show me methods of scanning everything in my office? Immediately, I can picture what their office looks like. And that question, I guarantee you, is almost always asked by folks with some of the messiest offices. So, no offense if you've had this question in your mind, but you know who you are, and I know what your office looks like, what's lurking behind those doors. So, my answer to the question of, what do you think about scanning everything, is that's a very advanced step. For the type of person I work with, and perhaps the type of person who's watching this now and is starting to organize their own office, it's a very advanced move, because they're a hard copy kind of person. I work with hard copy kind of people, and those people are going to be around forever. So, picture it, an office is bursting at the seams full of paper. In order to scan all of that, I mean, the man hours that go into it are just, unbelievable. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. And if you have that much paper lying around, you're a hard copy kind of person. And in my work, I work with people and their habits and the way they are, instead of forcing a hard copy person to become, a super electronic, more modern type techie person. So, what I say to folks is, you know what, we can talk about scanning things down the line that may work for some of your paper, not all of it, but let's not even go there until we do the sorting and the organizing, because what happens, again, 100% of the time for people I work with who are curious about scanning, is we end up throwing away, 80 to 90% of their paper. So, scan is something that feels urgent and necessary when your office is bursting at the seams full of paper. But once you get rid of 80 to 90% of the paper and you're left with, one file drawer here full of paper, and maybe a few files in a step rack on your desk, and maybe a couple files color-coded on the wall, suddenly this panic around, oh my goodness, Kacy, let's scan it all, just disappears. So, I hope that answers the, all-time popular question I get, should I scan everything in my office? So, quick and dirty answer is no. Maybe there are a few things you could scan, but unless you have a reliable assistant to delegate that type of thing to, I wouldn't even bother, because again, that's one step too many for a lot of us. So, sort and toss as much as you can, and then ask yourself the question of scanning again, and I guarantee you it's not going to be something that you feel you have to do anymore. So just sort and toss. Quick and dirty answer there. Thanks, guys.